Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today will be a sales video. We've had a total of 14 sales, and I think it totals up to just over £400, roughly about £410, which is pretty good. One of the sales is like 85 quid, so we've got some good, decent, chunky sales. We have had 8 eBay sales, 3 Vinted sales, and 3 Depop. So Depop's making a little bit of a comeback. It's still pretty rubbish, Depop, but you know, it's coming back, So we'll start with the Depop sales. So where are the Depop sales? The Depop ones we have 3 items of clothing on Depop. Obviously, I only sell clothing on Depop, nothing else. Start with a nice, cheaper one. Pair of Dickies trousers. I sold these quite cheap. These are a very small waist. They're 26 waist. I had them listed for 15 quid. Someone sent me an offer of 11, and I thought I'd just take it. I had them sat around for a while. They were very small waisted. And to be honest, I only paid £2.99 for them, so that's still a decent return. So yeah, £2.99 into £11 on the Dickies chinos, well, workwear style chinos. And then we have, this is a nice one on the Depop actually, WWE wrestling t-shirt. It's the Wyatt family, follow the Buzzards like graphic tee. Picked this up at a boot sale for £2, and it sold on Depop for £23. I think I had it listed for 30, so I was tempted to like counter offer after they sent me an offer of 23, but I paid £2. I'll happily take 23. And the last sale on Depop, an even better one than that, I recently got a bundle of Ralph Lauren rugby tops from Fleek. They were technically £11 per item, but I used my Fleek credit, so I paid nothing. But I say what they were priced at, so that if you guys went ahead and bought them, you'd know roughly what you'd get. But yeah, so technically £11, but I used credit, so it was free for me. And I sold this one for £32. So a really nice amount on this one. I've got some really good rugby tops in that bundle actually. A lot of them are in pretty good condition. I've only gone through about half of them so far and listed half of them. And some of them have been selling pretty well. Got another one in this bundle of clothing as well to show you that's sold. But yeah, that is all the Depop sales. Now on to the Vinted. As I said, 3 Vinted sales. Starting with the clothing. Another one of the rugby tops. Ralph Lauren rugby top. I think this one had some slight, tiny little marks, but they're very small marks. I had it listed for £29.95, so 30 quid. And someone just outright paid that. Which is strange, because they actually sent me a message which said, what's the lowest you'd take on it? But then before I replied to that message, they deleted that message and just paid full price. I would have took an offer, but okay. Guess they got a bit shy asking me for an offer. I don't know, but I'm happy to take the full 30. And then the other piece of clothing from Vinted is a pair of Levi jeans. Label's a bit worn. Took an offer on these for £10. And the reason I was willing to take that low offer, I only had them listed for 15. But I paid like somewhere between £1 and £2 for this. One of my followers sold me a big bundle of stuff from their Vinted, which they were just stopping reselling, so they only wanted 20 quid for this massive bundle. I gave them 40 because I thought that was a bit too cheap. But even so, it still only ended up being about £2 or less per item because there were more than 20 items in this bundle. And yeah, so roughly £2 into a tenner on these ones. So I'm well in profit on that bundle actually, so thank you to that viewer who sold me those because that was fantastic. Right, one more Vinted sale, not technically clothing. Pair of Crocs. Crocs do pretty well on Vinted. They don't sell for a lot of money, but usually between 15 to 20 quid if they're in good condition. I paid £4 for these at the boot sale, and they sold for 15 quid. Easy 15. No fees on Vinted, so £11 profit. Right, then that is all the Depop and Vinted sales. We now have the eBay sales. As I said, we've got 8 eBay sales. Some of them are pretty decent. Some of them are things I've got quite recently as well, which is nice. Let's get the clothing out of the way though, because the clothing can be quite boring. First up, Carhartt t-shirt. Nice little Carhartt work in progress graphic on the front and the back. I got this from a charity shop. It has some white staining on the underarms, only very lightly, but still a little bit of staining. I haven't made tons of profit on this, because when I was in the charity shop buying this, I thought the label said $3.99, so I took it up to the counter, and it turns out it was $5.99. So I didn't make as much profit because I've only sold it for, let me find it, $12.95. So I've only like doubled my money. But when I was at the counter paying, I didn't want to be like, oh no, I don't want it anymore. Because I knew I'd still make money on it. So paid basically £6, sold it for 13. So just doubled my money pretty much. Nothing too crazy. But it was a nice Carhartt t-shirt, so I knew it would sell. I wish it was $3.99 though, that would have been a lot nicer. Alright, and then the last piece of clothing is a Patagonia fleece style gilet. Now, I got this in a bundle that I bought from someone I know. They sold me a massive bundle of clothing for, it was £350. And I think it worked out roughly £7-ish per item. And this one has sold for, because Patagonia, I knew it would go for a decent chunk. So I did list it for a decent amount. I listed it for 30 and it sold straight for 30. No offers or anything. So yeah, £7-ish into 30. From that bundle, there are some items that I'm only selling for like 12 to 15, which doesn't sound too great when you're paying £7 per item and selling something for 12 to 15. But when you get items like that as well, it averages out to a decent amount on the massive bundle. Right, now we have some small little things. We have a little Halo figure. Let me give you the name of this one. What this one's called. This is Halo Reach Red Mark 5B Spartan. That's just what it's called. I don't know what any of that means, but... Well, I kind of know what it means, but I don't know. There's all different Mark 5, Mark 6. But yeah, this one, I got this in a massive bundle that I bought from a charity shop. I'm in profit on the bundle now, so all of this is profit, and it sold for £22. 22 quid on that ain't bad. I've got so many of those as well. I've got a big bag of them, and they're just slowly selling. So I'm going to be making a good load of profit on those Halo figures. So if you do see them, buy them. Most of them are worth at least 20 quid. There's like a couple that are like 15 quid. A lot of them are like 30, 40 quid each. So keep an eye out for those. Right, now another little small thing, but it's sold literally within 24 hours pretty much. Now TV box. Paid a £5 at the boot sale for this, and it sold for £15. These sell so well. I normally trade these into CEX if I get them a little bit cheaper, because I think they trade in for like a £9 voucher. So when I find these at boot sales and they're like 3 quid, then I'll just trade them in. But this one, it was a £5, so I thought £5 into a £9 voucher isn't quite that decent. So I sold it myself, 15 quid, easy done. And then something else I got at the same boot sale as that one, which also sold so quickly. And I've never sold one of these before, but I'm glad I've picked this one up. It's another similar thing. It's called a Sky Stream Puck. I'd never seen these before, but this one cost me a £5, same boot sale, and this one sold for £40. So yeah, keep an eye out for these. Some of these are going for even more if you have them boxed. So yeah, keep an eye out for Sky Stream Pucks. Didn't even say Stream Puck on it, but just, yeah. Yeah, keep an eye out for those. Sky Stream Puck. Right, now we only have 3 more sales to go through. These are quite big ones, I can't really show you them. There's a box here. In this box is a PlayStation 1. I'm not going to get it out of the box, because annoyingly, I'd already sold this, and someone had it for like a week, and then returned it, and said, ordered by mistake. Which, if you are an eBay seller, you know that is one of the most annoying reasons people send stuff back. They send stuff back just because they change their mind. Yeah. And how do you order something by mistake and have it for a week, like a PlayStation? I'm pretty sure they've just like bought it for a week, played PlayStation for a bit, and then decided, you know what, I'm going to send it back. Which is annoying. But yeah, this is already packaged up. It is open, I just need to reseal it because this is the same box I sent it back in. So I'm just going to take this up and send it again. Sold for £40. But yeah, that was annoying. Hopefully this person doesn't send it back. Right, now what do we have next? We have a huge bag in here. Let me move some stuff. We have Lego. Now, from the last boot sale video I posted, should be the video before this. Haven't quite posted it yet. I think it's coming out the day after I'm filming this, but it will be out before this video. Basically, there's loads of Lego, like literally tons of Harry Potter Lego. I paid £10 for all of this at the boot sale, and I didn't know what I was going to do with it because I didn't know if any of it was complete. So basically what I decided to do with it is I went through it all, pulled out all the minifigures, made a bundle of Harry Potter minifigures and listed those on eBay. Then made a bundle of all the other minifigures that weren't Harry Potter, listed those on eBay. And then all the, like, just the bricks and everything else, I just listed in a massive, like, 3 kilogram bundle. And I listed it for £45. And someone bought it within, like, 24 hours of me listing it. Probably could have got a bit more for it, because it is all, like, Harry Potter sets. Like, you can see the Harry Potter car right there. So yeah, someone got a nice deal on big 3 kilograms worth of Harry Potter Lego. But I'm going to make good money on it. So I paid a tenner. This bundle sold for 40 quid, for 45. And the Harry Potter minifigures, I've listed, because there's so many of them, I listed in a bundle for like 100 quid plus with offers on. So if someone wants to send me a decent offer, probably like, if someone sends me an offer of like £75 or more, I'll take it. So there's possibly £75 to £100 for that. And then all the other random minifigures, there was like 23 other minifigures that weren't Harry Potter, and I've listed those for about 30 quid. So from this whole bundle, I could get like 160, 170 quid out of this, which is pretty good. But yeah, I have to wait and see if the minifigures sell. Hopefully they should sell, because they've got a lot of watchers. Right, let me get this out of the way and show you the last item. Move that out of the way. Oh, that's going to be annoying to post. Right now, the last item is actually something of mine, but I just don't use it. So I thought, I'll sell it. Now, I am a gamer, but I've got a kid. I'm busy with this job all the time. I don't get to game as much as I would like. So I thought, no, I'll sell my Xbox. And it's my original Xbox, my Crystal Xbox, with a, clear controller. Not the original Crystal controller, but still a clear one. Obviously, with the wires. And a nice bunch of games. I had it listed for £100, and someone sent me an offer of 85, and I thought I'd take it. Because, it's not something that I've spent my business money on. It's just something that's been sat under my bed. So it's all profit for me, the way I'm looking at it. And yeah, that is everything. That's everything we've sold. Got a few big things to package, which is really annoying, because I don't like packaging big things. I really wish I had like a very like niche supplier of something really small. Like if I had a supplier of like small digital cameras, and that just kept me going all the time. It'd be so easy. They're so easy to package. Or like really expensive just games. I love easy things to package, because that is not. But we'll deal with it. So I need to get cracking with this. Hope you enjoyed the video. I've been doing a lot of my sales videos on TikTok recently, because I can do them a lot faster. And obviously on YouTube I only post every other day. And normally my videos on YouTube are taken up with boot sale videos or a charity shop video, because they do better. So if you're not following my TikTok and you want to see my sales, follow me on TikTok. Link should be in the description. And also in the description is my referral codes and referral links to Tilt and whatnot, where if you sign up using my referral code, you get a free £10 to spend. Which I don't know why you wouldn't. It's free £10. And also the discount code for Fleek for £25 of your first order. And as usual, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you on the next one.